Hi guys, this is Professor Zubair Jahangir. With me we have a very special person, that is Amandeep Oberoi. He has secured an All India Rank 2 in December 2019 exams. Now Amandeep, congratulations and I welcome you.
Thank you so much, sir.
How has your journey been during all this time?
So, to be honest, whenever any student who enters into executive, he does come across a lots of new knowledge, big books where he has to approach real exams. And by real exams, I do not mean foundation. So I mean something at executive or professional level where the questions are amazing, it's intellectual. What I've done right now is I thought of giving it out to a lot of people who would be needing such techniques. With lots of my other All India rankers which I know, what I've done is I've made a kind of a presentation where I've incorporated lots of methods, techniques, which are useful, students do need when they start their journey of any professional examinations. So that's it. And also when sir told me about how my journey was, my main thing, the most important thing during my journey was a proper guidance which I got from sir, to be honest. And because sir himself he has authored a book on GST, and even Samina ma'am, she has a very inspiring journey of starting as a law intern and going up to becoming a partner at a very big law firm. So when you get exposure from such people, the experiences, the practical aspects of law, it's quite useful. And also Fatima ma'am, she herself is a ranker. So the best part about learning from a ranker is that whatever technique she gives you, you implement in your paper and you get the result. After speaking to a lot of people and after check my own papers, because I've called for my papers from ICSI, so I've studied how ICSI checks my paper. Okay, and I've lots of observations, to be honest.
So even after you got a rank, you called for those papers?
Yeah, because I had professional.
Okay.
So because I wanted to learn from them. And yes, I have noticed a lot of things, observations during my papers where I got exemptions as well. So I think it's quite good stuff to share with everyone.
Great. So Amandeep, we are all excited and let's begin.
So hi guys, my name is Amandeep Singh Oberoi, and today is actually a very special video for you all, because in this particular video you will be getting lots of useful strategies, techniques and methodologies to clear professional exams. And this video has been prepared in consultation with lots of other All India rankers and also specific analysis of my CS executive papers in which I had scored exemption. So talking about tips and methodologies, let's go with our first tip. So एक tip है which no one will ever talk to you about is that please on ICSI website upload a good photo, not a childish photo, because you never know कि future में तुम्हारा photo किधर circulate होने वाला है. So that's tip number 1. Jokes apart, let's go to some serious tips and techniques which will definitely ensure a great score for you all. Skills and areas to be developed during our preparation. So firstly, I'm going to focus on vocabulary plus language. Vocabulary plus language is one thing which is ignored by a lot of students because CS is a proper corporate law subject. And once you start writing your answer, it clearly is visible to the examiner your level of language. So tip number 1 is that once you're writing a section, for example, you're quoting a provision, quote in a way a section stipulates that. Instead of writing the plain language like a section states that or a section provides that. Vocabulary can be something like the section enumerates that, the section postulates that, the section emphasizes on it. So these particular little things count a lot. So take care of your vocabulary which can be developed easily. Don't ever say that main nahi kar sakta, because even I had a very low vocabulary. Read, it will improve your vocabulary. Your papers will have lots of good words in it. And that's also second is language which can be developed with good reading. Second is legal aptitude. Why legal aptitude is important? Because legal aptitude helps you understand the provisions of law easily. And how it can be developed? By only using bare acts, because you have to use the ICSI module which is your prima facie source of studies, But also for company law subject, I would suggest that you can also refer a lot your bare acts, which are available in the market, because it will provide you with a proper knowledge of how an act is structured, where the definition clause is, how rules are different from sections. It will give you a proper understanding of how bare acts are, how laws are structured. Third is how to do research. Why research is important? Because in CS, the most important thing is conceptual clarity. And how you get conceptual clarity? By reading a lot and going to for example, you can visit the websites of law firms, CS firms, CA firms. They provide articles on, publications on various topics. So take every chapter of your ICSI module. Once you have studied it, go online, read lots of content online. You will develop lots of knowledge on those particular topics. Okay, that's a very important thing which you all need to do. Drafting and writing skills. Drafting and writing skills can easily be developed by writing lots of papers. Okay, focus on writing lots of papers of past years ICSI papers, and if you work hard towards it, I'm sure you won't be practicing the past year's papers in your attempts. Okay, by practicing past year's papers, I mean that before the exam 3 to 4 times every subject has to be written. Okay, it will improve all your necessary writing skills. Then is expert knowledge of case laws, which can be developed by studying the module, going online, researching, dealing with every case law properly. And then it should be coupled with knowledge of business industry topics. And what are knowledge of business industry topics and why is it important is actually the question. कि हमें क्यों पढ़ना है? Business industry topics क्यों चाहिए है? The primary reason is that it's corporate law. Okay, there are laws which apply to specific industry. Or once you have an understanding, for example, how insurance sector functions, premiums होते हैं, there are pharma industry, capital expenditure on R&D बहुत होता है. Once you have an holistic idea of business models, business कैसे चलता है, corporate laws understanding becomes very easy. So next important skill which has to be developed is focus. Focus is nothing but sitting for long hours in one state of mind. And how you can develop good focus? Start practicing it now by sitting till the end of this video. Necessary attributes during your preparation period. This is something which I would like to talk about, and everyone talks about this. And why is everyone talking about it? That's the question, because these are the most essential things. First is consistency plus discipline. Consistency and discipline are important for company secretary examination, primarily because what you're studying right now is not ordinary knowledge. Okay, you will be studying securities law, Companies Act, FEMA. These are highly billable, and your advice can help you charge your clients good amount of money, because not every person possesses this knowledge. So it's not like the exams are difficult. That's a big misunderstanding. The thing is that what you're studying demands lots of hours of work. It demands consistency and discipline. Every day you have to study, because learning corporate laws involves a process. Your mind should function with the laws, and that will happen only with everyday practice. Lots of hard work coupled with smart work. Why hard work? I've just said, because it's corporate laws, continuous revision makes you perfect, and also smart work. So why is smart work important in CS? Because in the end, your main target is to clear the exam and get good marks. For an example of how smart work can be used in CS Executive, you have a subject named Competition Act, which is of around 25 marks. So what strategy you can have is, for example, there's this case law, very popular one, of CCI versus SAIL, Steel Authority of India. And that particular case law is such that you can incorporate it in every answer. Okay, so do that particular case law very well, where CCI tells what's the importance of Competition Act. 5 answers of Competition Act you have to write. Kisi ek mein dal do, it will show the examiner you have studied well. That's a good way of working. And smart work also comes by being wise. By, to be honest, I'm a person who focuses lots on self-study rather than sitting for long hours of lectures. Okay, 8 hours, 9 hours, which to me doesn't find it very useful. 6 hours lectures, 7 hours lectures. Try to have small sets of lectures. Focus more on self-study, because that's where you're going to improve, and that's where you're going to be a good professional. Then we come to revision is the key. 3 to 4 times is something which lots of all India rankers have suggested to me. And even I suggest, because there are two good things which happen with revision. First thing is that your knowledge becomes better and better. First revision, it will be good. Second revision, it will be better. That's one part. And second thing is that revision is important because you do not get a holiday for your exam. Okay, you have to revise because एक दिन पहले छुट्टी नहीं है. You have to study well for it. And also never ever have this mentality कि मैं एक दिन पहले एग्जाम के 10-12 मोटिवेशनल वीडियो सुनूंगा, गाने सुनूंगा, एग्जाम देके आ जाऊंगा, क्लियर हो जाऊंगा. वो चलता नहीं है. बॉलीवुड में चलता होगा, इधर तो नहीं चलता है. रिविजन इज द की. देन वी हैव राइटिंग पास्ट ईयर्स पेपर्स. Writing past year's papers is primarily important because it will show you where you stand. एक बार पेपर लिखोगे, you will know मैं किधर where I am standing. You write second time the paper, you will realize you have improved. And one important suggestion which I would have is that people do not even know this, that ICSI guideline answers are available online. Okay, make use of those resources because ICSI has a standard structure of writing and answers. Write your exam papers. Compare it with ICSI guidelines answers. I'm pretty sure it's going to help you a lot. Then I'm going to focus primarily on necessary attributes during our preparation period. Important things which no one talks about. Earlier I'm sure तुम्हें मालूम होगा hard work करना है, consistency करनी है, सब कुछ करना है. But these things which have personally helped me in securing good marks, these are the ones. And not only me, we have the whole world has gone through a tough time of COVID. Mental issue was a big challenge for everyone, especially for someone like a CS student who has to sacrifice on their social life, study long hours. Mental health is something which no one is actually speaking about, which is important, and I'm telling you this will make wonders. First is give love to your subjects. I would like to firstly thank ICSI here because ICSI has really made lots of efforts to make your curriculum very interesting. You study IBC, FEMA, securities law. Your subject is very hybrid. It's very interesting. And you have to make a little bit of efforts to give more love to your subject. And by love to your subject, here I mean simply law of attraction. People like Virat Kohli and Roger Federer, in log bhi abhi, before a match, they practice law of attraction. It is simply giving love. Giving love to your subjects. You have Companies Act, for example, and you have other subjects like securities law. You are tired, for example, you have studied the whole day, तुमने बहुत पढ़ाई की है, 1-2 घंटा तुम्हें आराम करने का. Watch a Harshad Mehta scam ka TV show. I'm not kidding, you will understand why SEBI has made those regulations. Why? Because a Harshad Mehta doesn't get repeat again. Okay, so these are the ways of loving your subject by incorporating a lot of other activities. Another example can be CAA protests. In our country faced severe protests for Citizenship Amendment Act. The main crux was Article 14 of the Constitution, which you all are studying in jurisprudence. Once you study it, you are better. You will be having an opinion which will be better than 90% of the Indians because you are studying from a legal point of view. And I also suggest that have conversations in social gatherings about it because it's something you have studied. Show the people you know about such subject. Start practicing, start speaking about Article 14, how if it's violating or not. Talk to them. And currently I would like to also point out that you study Essential Commodities Act as well. Currently we have farmers protest going on. Okay, the Essential Commodities Act is something which you study and you can probably follow all the farmers protest probably on Instagram and also realize that it's something very important, a global issue which you are studying. Okay, so that's how you do by giving love to the subject. Then another important point is positive mindset. As I said, the country went through a nationwide lockdown. It was a severe pandemic. Sitting at home, studying for long hours. Exams postponed हो रहे थे. घड़ी mind को prepare करना था. नहीं वापस पढ़ना है. It has been difficult for everyone. You're not alone. But there are people who have managed this situation in a very effortless manner. Who are these people? What have they done something different? The simple thing is having a positive mindset. How you can develop it? I'm gonna give you a tip which I used. For example, मुझे एक डर रहता था कि मेरा एग्जाम के पहले पोर्शन कंप्लीट नहीं होगा बिकॉज छुट्टी नहीं है. सो मेरे को लगता था कि रिवीजन नहीं हो पाएगा मेरा. What I used to do is, first step, be aware that you are getting a negative thought. Second step, replace it with something positive. I used to say to myself something like, ठीक है छुट्टी नहीं है एग्जाम के लिए, what else, आई एम रिवाइजिंग, आई नो ईच एंड एवरीथिंग, हो जाएगा, रिवाइज हो जाएगा, 15-15 मिनट में हर एक चैप्टर उड़ा दूंगा. It happened, it did work, okay, and these are the things which I'm pretty sure you use well, it's gonna do wonders in your exams. Then I'm gonna talk about mind management exercises. These are primarily exercises which incorporates also meditation. For example, you are meditating every day. The prime purpose is to be calm, peaceful. Why? Because your studies become very easy because of these mind management exercises. You know, focusing on one thing. For example, you take a candle, you look at the top of the candle, you are exercising focus. How, you know, you're training your mind to focus more. These things are going to help you a lot to prepare your exams. And secondly, these things I'm talking about, it's not a spiritual lecture by me. Koi guru nahi hu main. The only thing is because you need to get good marks in exams. You need to clear CS executive or professional or CA exams or whichever you all are giving. You need to clear them. And by hook or crook, whatever is the way, you all need to follow it. And these are the way actually which has helped lots of our all India rankers to get great marks. So the next slide which we have right now is techniques to pull in more marks. This is probably my favorite slide because this slide is very practical for you all to rope in lots of more marks in your examinations. And how to do it, I'm gonna give you a few tips and techniques. Never leave any question. Why never leave any question is the best strategy, and attempting each and every question, even if you are not sure about your answers, is very important. Why? Because I'm gonna share my personal experience with securities laws paper. It was the SEBI paper. There was a 4-mark question. I was not having an idea how to go about it. I got a thought that I should probably leave it because मुझे आता नहीं है वो question. But I decided let's attempt it. Okay, that was a 4-mark per question. I attempted it. Exams got over. Results were declared. I got in my papers. I checked them. 4 में से मुझे 2 mark मिले थे. Okay, so one thing you have to be aware of, okay, before writing the paper, when you are in the examination hall, तुम बैठे हो, तुम्हारे दिमाग में thought आना चाहिए कि that you have studied very well, you have all the knowledge what it takes, and institute can ask paper from outside. They can ask, but they can never ask any question which you cannot attempt. Okay, because there will be, even if the institute asks any question from outside, you can always attempt it. You will definitely have at least 10% knowledge of what they are asking. Okay, so always attempt the question. Next is presentation techniques. Presentation techniques, I would like to talk with structuring of your answers. This is very important because it will demarcate your paper. It will make your paper very unique by having a good presentation. You can start by, you know, giving a heading of your paper. For example, you're writing company law. Right? If there's a question on board meetings, write big heading board meetings, then go with introduction and then go with provisions. That's a way of, you know, showing the examiner, you know, you have made life easier for them. Structure your answer in a way that, you know, you have head points everywhere. You are not writing big paragraphs. Head points, head points, head points. It should be short and cut. And presentation techniques is something, you know, very much a detailed topic. If you would like me to talk more about it, do let me know in the comment section. You know, I will give you more insights on it, on how I've analyzed my paper of CS executive, and let you know more about it. Write only relevant portion. मतलब क्या write only relevant portion? For example, exam में question आता है. Why are Ross and Rachel on a break? Why are Ross and Rachel on a break? तुम लिख के मत आना Joey doesn't share food. Simply, I want to say that exam में अगर कोई company law का, for example, they are asking the powers of board, तो powers of board ही लिख के आना है. वो list है 179 section के अंदर, वो ही लिख के आनी है. Don't write any other masala. Okay, masala you need to write. I'm going to explain when. But if institute is asking a question, you know, 3-4 line या 5-6 line में हो जाएगा खत्म. Stick to it because time is very crucial in CS exams. Masala. I personally am a big fond of masalas because it makes my paper different from other papers, and I'll tell you how. So firstly, what you can do is, if they are asking a question on, for example, annual general body meetings, normal student will write company law provisions and come, he might get 5 में से 2 या 3 marks. What you need to do is incorporate SEBI LODR in it. Incorporate ICSI का guidelines, secretarial standards in it. मतलब head points बनाओ. Provisions of company law एक head point हो गया, provisions लिख दिया. Next head point, SEBI LODR guidelines. Third head point, secretarial standards. It will show that your paper is different. It will show the audience that you are well read. तुमने मेहनत की है. You have read it. So that's a good way of, using masala, but only use if you get time. MCQ scoring machine. The best part about CSEET students who are watching this video and also CS executive students is that MCQ is literally a scoring machine if you know how to prepare. Best way to prepare is that every day take out few hours to solve MCQs. Do the theory subjects in the morning. Raat ko, you are tired. Take up MCQ subjects. Solve them regularly on a regular basis. It will be such that, by the end of the, when your exams are coming in, you have already solved probably 2000 to 3000 MCQs of every subject. More practice will definitely make you perfect in MCQs, and that's the best part, to score in it. And I'm not kidding, target 70 plus in MCQs, it's not a big deal. Okay, you can get it. And now, before concluding, I would just like to say, this particular thing, that many students who are watching this video are ones, who have not probably cleared CS executive in first attempt, second attempt, or, are taking lots of attempt in it. Don't ever quit, because, the more attempts you give, think in a way that, you are practicing more and more. When you go in the industry, you will be probably better than someone who has just cleared in one attempt, because attempts don't show how successful you are. There are many successful people in the market who are people who have failed in, one or two attempts. So never value yourself, never degrade yourself by, telling that I failed. No, it doesn't show how much successful you will be in future. Okay. And now, before, I would like to just conclude now. And also I would like to say that if, you would want me to talk about any other topic, any clarification you would like to have, and anything which I've missed probably in this video, do let me know in the comment section. And also do give a thumbs up to this video, because I'm pretty sure it has been quite useful for you all, and it's been fun for me as well. So I'm pretty much excited to, if you want anything else from my side. Thank you very much.